All right. Hey guys, and happy Sunday. Thank you for joining me. Today I have a farmhouse DIY for you, and it is a thrift flip. I got these shutters at the thrift store at Goodwill, and they came in there was two of them, and I bought both of them. They were $2.99, I believe. Yeah, $2.99. But they were 75% off of the $2.99, so whatever that is. And like I said, there was two sets and I grabbed them both. I didn't know what I was going to do with them, and I've had them for a while, if you can see by the dust that's on them. I've had them for a while, and like I said, I just didn't know what to do with them, but I love shutters, and I wish I had them on my house, but I don't. Um, but the first thing I did was I took the hinges off, and as you're going to see in a minute here, one of the screws was stripped, so I couldn't get that one off. And I was going to cut all this out, but I decided to leave it in. um, so I was taking off that one thinking maybe I could just maybe pull it off or something like that, but that's not what happened. So I went downstairs into my stockpile and I grabbed the other set that I had, and I used that one instead because like I said, I had two sets and I didn't feel like going to get like a drill bit and trying to figure out how to get that piece out. And so, yeah, I just went downstairs and I was going to use this other one, but it was broken on the bottom and I didn't, have any wood glue on hand and I didn't have the time to let it set. So I went through all the steps of, taking the screws and the hinges out, and then I ended up using a different piece. So I don't think that I showed you me removing all the screws from the other part, but I did end up doing all this, like I said, for no reason. Sometimes when you're crafting, you do things and you really don't need to, but whatever. So here I am trying to figure out if I can get this hinge off, and it didn't work, like I said. So I ended up just getting the other set, but I'm going to show you. I was going to use this one and it was broken, so I just decided, you know what, forget it. So here's the other set, and like I said, they're the exact same ones. They are really dirty. They were in my basement. They've been in there probably a good year, maybe a year and a half. And I knew I wanted to do something with them. I just didn't know what. So yeah, I didn't show you guys me taking that off. But here is the other one. I'm going to take this sticker off. And like I said, they're really dirty. So I'm going to take them outside. I'm going to clean them up and I am going to spray paint them white. But just wanted to, oh, and I'm going to be using another couple other pieces. These things are from the Dollar Tree, and they're these hanging shelves that I've had. They're floating shelves. I've had them for a while, and I'm just going to spray paint them white, and that's that. And for today's video, it is part of a collab, and it is hosted by Schwowin's Nest and Indie Annie. Indie, hold on a second. I always say her name wrong. So it's Indie Annie Jones. I don't know why I always want to say Indie Annie RE for some reason. But anyway, so it is hosted by them and they are amazing. I mean, Indie Annie Jones, she has the funniest channel. You definitely want to go check her out. She has great DIYs, great content. And Schwowin's Nest is the same. I've been watching her since I started watching YouTube, and there's just always such great inspiration and just awesome content. So definitely go check their channels out. I'll have their information linked in my description box along with the playlist. So go check the playlist out. I'm sure you're going to find a whole lot of content that you find some inspiration from, because the ladies that participate in these collabs are awesome. So definitely go check it out. Like I said, all the information will be in my playlist. I mean, in my description box. So, go over there, subscribe. Please like this channel, like or subscribe to this channel, like this video, do all that other good stuff. Come back. I have some great DIYs coming up. Christmas is coming soon, so I'm going to try that. So I went ahead and I used the screws that came with the floating shelves, and I just marked it. So I learned this little technique online somewhere with the tape. You just take the tape, put it on the piece that you're going to be hanging, mark it, and then take the tape and just put it on the wall or whatever. So I just went ahead and used that. It always works for me. And I've been doing it for a while. I saw it years ago and I've been doing it for a long time. Sometimes I forget to do it and end up messing stuff up, but it definitely works. So try it out. Um, and so I just went ahead, I put the screws into the shutter and I wanted to put one in the middle, but it wouldn't have hung properly because of the pieces of the shutter. They were just too thin and they would have broken. So I just went ahead and used two shelves, and you'll see at the end kind of how I filled in that empty space, and I forgot to record that part, but you'll still be able to see it. So you pull the tape off, then you just go ahead and hang them. These shelves were still a little bit wet, but I just wanted to go ahead and get the video done. So I went ahead and hung them, and I don't mind like the pieces that kind of got wiped off. Just made it look kind of like I had distressed them a little bit, so it didn't really bother me at all. And I was going to paint this stuff by hand, but the spray paint was just so much easier, so I just went ahead with that. And the screws were too far in, so I ended up having to take them out. And for some reason, I wasn't pulling them out far enough, so I um, just kind of picked it up. Sorry, I'm out of the shot here, but it was easier for me to do it this way so I could see where the screw was. And I didn't paint the back side of it because it's going to be on the wall, so you're not going to see it anyway. Um, but yeah, so that's what I did with that. And then, like I said, I was going to put a shelf in the middle, but I just couldn't. And so that is it, guys. That's how easy it was. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry, I hope you get some inspiration, and you're gonna see kind of how I decorated it and what I did with it. So here it is. I put a little hook on the shutter, and that's what I used to hang and fill that little space in the middle. So I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next time, be the reason someone smiles. Bye, guys.